Okay, so two things. We have two things this week, today. We're gonna start off with some push-up stuff. Three sets of a 20-second plank hold at the top, 20 seconds of a hold at the bottom with your chest just floating above the floor, and then another 20-second hold at the top of that plank. And I'm gonna turn this down a little bit. And we'll rest as we need to between those reps, and then do it again 3 times. Hopefully it doesn't interfere too much. It's really just just the same thing as a squat hold. Just developing the joint strength, to help us keep a little bit stronger. It's not just about the muscles, about the joints. And then our workout is this fun little thing. Where to go? For time, we have 30 push-ups, 50 swings, 30 more push-ups, 50 more swings, and then finally 30 more push-ups. Those are both movements that we kind of associate along with double unders and wall balls and whatnot of unbroken reps, unbroken sets. How long can you hold on to a thing? And so, as is often the case, I'm always trying to find ways for folks to extend the sets that they're able to do, and that generally means by making them a relatively lighter weight. If they've got a barbell, it'd be a lighter weight that we can go longer. And so for this one, this will be raising the hands up to onto a box, onto a couch, whatever, something that we can get at least 10 push-ups at a time, at least, in the beginning at least. Maybe that goes down towards the end, but the 8 air squat penalty is not a huge deal. But after a lot of rest, a lot of breaks, that might end up being a huge deal. We're gonna find out. 50 swings, depending on the weight that you have, that is doable in 2 sets. Is that doable in 2 sets twice though? I don't know. So I think there's a lot to play with here. It depends on the weights that we have. So you're gonna use your 35?
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. And that is it. That's a 12-minute time cap. I think this is a 9 to 10 minute workout or so. But with such a strange, unfamiliar format and big sets of push-ups, it could really be all over the place. So that is our plan.
Yeah, the push-up strategy is going to be tricky.
For sure. Because you can do big sets in the beginning, but those big sets in the beginning gonna screw you over in the end is kind of the question. So let's do it. Let us begin, please. Head over to a wall, hands on the wall, shoulder height, shoulder width, and squeeze the abs, hips back. And hips go off to the left. Yeah, get a stretch, deeper stretch on the lats on your right side. And hips off to the right. And back to the middle. Excellent. And relax. Next up, I want you to go into a corner somewhere. I don't have a really good corner near me, but go into a corner, and hands are going to be on this wall, hands are going to be on this wall, and just kind of push your chest towards the corner.
Okay. Yeah, like a concave corner.
Yeah, upper arms kind of parallel to the floor.
Oh, that feels good.
It's a really good pec stretch. It's funny because there's not really a good corner in this building. All the corners have weird pillars in them. And that's a good one for you too. With the shoulder forward, loosening the pecs is a really good stretch for you. Nice, Dan.
Yeah.
And then come on back. That's a stretch, Amy, that you could add to your daily, if you have a corner in your office or a corner anywhere, just
yeah, absolutely. That's great. I should do that more often for sure.
Really easy one. It's funny. It's hardly ever on radar because in this room, all the corners have stuff in them.
Yeah.
Good winner. Our wrist stretch, we just go hands out in front of us, palms forward, fingers down.
My wrists are sore from all the clean and jerks yesterday.
Oh, yes. I like that workout. That was fun.
It was really fun.
And switch sides. And then just some wrist circles, loosen ourselves up just a little bit. And switch directions. And then our tricep stretch. You can do that on the wall right behind you. Chest facing the wall, elbow nice and high. And squeeze your abs. And push your armpit towards that post. And switch sides. Excellent. And then let's try and loosen up our legs a little bit. Let's get some leg swings. Let's go forward to back to start. And switch
I figure out if I'm gonna work out at all tomorrow with the competition coming up. It'll depend, I guess, on what the workout is.
That's on Saturday, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then turn a little bit and go side to side, please. Yeah, I won't be here this weekend, but Logan will be at the gym with. Are you going to be here at the gym? I don't know who's.
Yeah.
Yeah, good. I don't know how many folks are going to be here for that. We should block off. I should add that to my to-do list. Let's switch sides, please.
They still haven't told us exactly when we're competing, though.
Really?
I mean, competing in air quotes, because, you know.
No, you are competing. You are absolutely competing. And then come on back and hop on down or head on out into an interim, please. Bend forward, find the hamstring stretch, hang out there for just a moment. Walk on out to down dog. And down to a plank and a push-up. Let's get 2 more of those, please. Excellent. And then hop on down into our tabletop. Hands on the shoulders and thread the needle, please. So arm goes up and then through. Yeah, drop the shoulder down towards ground. And switch sides, please. Excellent. And then hop on into a squat, please. I should do this with you. We're going to do our squat and then one hand around the ankle, other hand up to the sky. I'm a huge fan of adding that little arm circle overhead too. Find a little extra stretch in my pec when I do that. And switch sides, please. And then we can sit on our butts and the leg. And you can grab onto your foot, grab onto your ankle, and drop your nose down towards your knee. And switch sides. Cool. And then stand on up. And doing a different kind of figure four, cross the leg and sit on back. Basically a standing pigeon, right? Stay balanced, sit back. And squats. And back to the first side. And back to the second side. Excellent. And then finally some knee pulls and some toe pulls. Grab a knee, pull it on up towards your chest, hop on up into the toe on the other foot. Let's get 6 per side. And then some toe pulls, please. Reach on down. Pull back on the foot, get a little calf stretch. Also get 6 per side, 2 or 3 second pause per. Excellent. We're gonna do Jasmine's little fun warm up here. It's just a 2-minute AMRAP of some deadlifts, some goblet squats, and some up downs. Since we have swings in our workout, we will do the deadlift variation where you're holding the dumbbell by the head and hanging it. You like to hold the dumbbell for a swing by the handle, right? Let's do that.
Yeah, for the swing by the handle. I don't feel secure holding it by the head to swing it.
So for these deadlifts, why don't we just do that? Just grab it by the head, and we'll just have 2 hands on it between the feet for the deadlifts, for the goblet squat, and then the up downs, of course. Let's do that. You should probably get 3 or 4 rounds. Again, this is just warm up. You don't have to go crazy. So let's do that. Starting in 3, 2, 1, go. 6 deadlifts, please. And then 4 up downs. Drop to a plank, kick back on up, and stand. Excellent. Let's get 3 rounds of that. Excellent. 1 more round, exactly 3 rounds. Excellent. Cool. Finish these 4. Well done. There's our clock. 3, 2, 1, and boom. Cool. So now our heart rates are probably up just a little bit, which is good, is what we want. And so we have ourselves some push-up kind of, I don't know what to call this, just holds, right? And so the plank hold, pretty familiar. Let's go on down to the ground. I'm just gonna be hanging out in a plank. Think for this specifically, let's go hands just slightly wider than shoulder width. So, you know, if I look down and my arms are parallel, let's just go just a little bit wider. And I want you to think about rotation, right? Think about pits of the armpits facing forward, keeping those elbows pointed back, and plain old regular plank. Squeeze the abs, squeeze the butt, straight line. Let's get a 10-second hold there. Cool. Excellent. And then it gets a little bit more interesting when we hold at the bottom. We want to float just a little bit off the ground. So here I am. I'm going to come on down. And so not resting on the floor. And hopefully able to hold that for 20 seconds. And so just like with our regular push-ups, we can scale that to raising our hands off, you know, onto a box, onto a chair, onto whatever. We have 3 opportunities to do this. And so, you know, if it's too hard the first time, we can scale it for the second one. If it's too easy the first one, we can scale it for the further, you know, make it harder or whatever. And that
I think I can hold that lower position for 20 seconds. It's going to be miserable. But what I don't think I can do is push up from that hold.
I guess ideally we would be doing a push-up to get up to the top, but if you have to drop your knees and to press up and then hold that plank for the rest of the minute, I think that's perfectly fine. You know,
okay, cool.
Yeah, there's plenty of opportunity for push-ups later on.
Yeah.
That would be the quickest way to transition, but of course, knees down, press up, and do it. That's fine.
Okay, cool.
So why don't we just go ahead and do that?
Are you gonna, can you count the time?
I will absolutely count it, yes, for sure.
Thanks.
I won't count the whole thing, but I will say, you know, 10 seconds left, 5, and et cetera. That's a lot of counting. So let's go for that first rep. Let us begin in 3, 2, 1, go. Remember to breathe the whole time. Maintaining that brace on the bottom and still being able to breathe can be a big part of that. That is 15. We're gonna drop on down in 3, 2, 1, and drop, please. Floating just above the floor. Breathing, 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 breathing. Cool, more than halfway through. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Get yourself on up. Another plank. Excellent. 10 to go. And 3, 2, 1, and done. So it's basically a 1-minute plank, which is hard enough on its own, but but a third of it is at the bottom. But that was doable, right? I mean,
that was doable. That's hard, but that was doable. I did have to kind of collapse to the ground after the push-up bottom hold and then push back up.
I imagine that would be, yes, for sure. Yeah, I think being able to do a push-up out of that is a tall ask. It's a big ask, but you know, that is a goal. Shall we do another rep at the 2-minute mark, or do you want more rest? That's fun.
No, that's fine. 2-minute mark is perfect.
Cool. I almost made it an EMOM, but like I make everything's an EMOM. Like not everything needs to be a damn EMOM. Do too much. Here we go. Plank hold. And 3, 2, 1, and plank. Excellent. Dropping on down to the bottom in 3, 2, 1, and drop, please. And hover. Excellent. 10 seconds down. More than halfway through. Almost there. Just a little bit more. 3, 2, 1, and get yourself on up out of there. Very nice, Amy. And to regular plank. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Couple more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and done. Cool. When I'm doing plank holds, especially at the the top of the plank, I really think about that rotation, that elbow pointed forward. It just kind of really locks the elbow in place. It really just makes it an ab thing, and I'm not really using my arms and my shoulders to hold myself up. Idea of staying stacked. We're gonna do that one more time. Stick to the 1 minute on, 1 minute off. Cool. We will begin again in 10 seconds. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1, go. Plank hold, please. Ten seconds down. Dropping on down. 3, 2, 1. Push up bottom, please. Keep breathing, keep rotating through that shoulder, more than halfway through. Almost there, last time through, and 3, 2, 1, and plank. Get up, get up, get up. Boom. Nice job. Yeah, yeah. Ten seconds gone. Nice work. 3, 2, 1, and done. Boom. Yeah. Cool. Stand on up, shake out your arms. Let's go some arm flappies, please. Let's go up and down. Maybe even head over to the wall and do that pec stretch again. Not a bad idea.
Yeah.
Nice, Dan. It is hard. Dan's doing the curls for the squirrels. He's doing this guy down here.
What is it?
The unbroken hang muscle cleans and strict press.
Nice, Dan.
So 1 hang muscle clean, 1 strict press. That's 1 rep. And that's 2 reps. So just, big unbroken sets. It's much harder than it looks. In a really like fun way. Fun for me, maybe not fun for Dan. Was that the 12? 14? Cool.
How is that not just that many in a row?
So it's
You do
66 reps total, I think, right?
It's 16 cleans and then 16 presses?
No, it's not. And I realized after the fact that maybe it's perhaps confusing. It's not 16 clean, 16 strict press. It's 1 clean, 1 press.
So it's just 66 in a row?
It's 16 in a row and then you rest.
Oh, then you get
you're
to
not
rest?
doing 30, because you're not doing 30 in a row. Like maybe you're doing 30 in a row, but that's going to mess up real big. Like you're going to have a hard time later. It's much, much, much harder than it looks. By the time you get to the 12, yeah, by the time you get to the 12 or the 10, you're it's hard. That 5-minute time cap is quite aggressive. About a third to a quarter of folks are getting capped.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Nice work, Dan.
So anyway, here's our workout. We're gonna do this thing. We have 30 push-ups, 50 swings, 30 push-ups, 50 swings, 30 push-ups. And I know you have push-ups to the ground. Do you think you can consistently, like, how many sets do you think it would normally take you to get through 30?
4.
Yeah. That might work, but 90 in 12 minutes is like, if you have something you can raise up just a little bit, might be good. You can also just go for it, you know, and honestly, that 12-minute time cap is a bit of a guess, of course. I have no idea really how long this will take. It's a huge variety of experiences that folks can have with this.
Yeah.
And so you've been doing this for a long time. I trust you to make the right decision for yourself.
But I don't know. Let me move you so I'm not like push-upping into it.
The bench might be too easy, but maybe not.
I don't know how awkward that's going to be. What do you think if I just go for it and maybe get time capped on the last set of push-ups?
So what's wrong with the bench? What do you not like about the bench? Is it too soft?
I'm just not sure. I'm not sure how much of a difference it's going to make. It feels because it like wobbles a little bit.
Does it? Is that because what if you
What if I put weights on it?
yeah, or behind it or something so it doesn't move around too much, or
I'm just honestly not sure that's going to make a big difference in how many I can do either.
I think it will, honestly. Like, it's up to you.
Let me try it again.
I think you should do the bench, but you
Okay.
know, but also if it's weird and wobbly and not comfortable, then it's try not to rest on the thing if you can. Just kind of come on tap and like maintain tension, like tap and go, tap
Yeah.
and go. We haven't done any swings yet, so grab your dumbbell and let's get a set of 8 swings, please, and just see how those feel. Oh, you go overhead with it. Cool.
Yeah.
That is going to make, so the overhead is definitely more of a shoulder movement, right? Because you're pressing basically from eye level overhead. So that's going to be harder for sure. Usually when I say swings, I mean Russian height. But if you want that overhead, it's going to make the push-ups even harder. You know, especially with dumbbells, usually folks are just going to eye level. But again, you can, if you want that extra challenge, that overhead, go
Yeah.
for it. Absolutely. So, right, and then some air squats. I haven't talked about air squats. Standing up, finding squat stance, and you know, penalty is not meant to be a really big deal. It's just meant to, okay, cool, stand on up, do some air squats, shake your arms out, and then get back to it. Let's get a set of 6, please. See if you can push that depth a little bit more. There it is. Cool. So nothing too fancy. It's pretty low. You know, it's a pretty simple thing. Just gotta go through it and see how it goes. I would aim for, if you can do sets of at least 8 or 10 on the push-ups in the beginning, and you know, if you do end up breaking up into more sets, cool. Crush the air squats, get them done, and head back to it. But then there's always the plan. There's always the game of okay, if I go too fast on my rest, then you know, will I get a smaller set of push-ups? So that's the, you know, that's the challenge. So if you're ready, I'm ready.
Yep. I'll mute myself.
Cool. So
You don't need to hear me huffing and puffing.
Cool. Can you lower that just a little bit, the camera? So you can, otherwise I can't see your push-ups. Oh, that's great. Excellent. Here we go. Starting off with 30 push-ups. Trying to get a big old set. Starting up in 3, 2, 1, go. Can you move your feet away from the bench just a little bit? Your hips are a little high. Yeah. Excellent. Excellent. 8 down. Try and get a little bit lower, all the way down, full range of motion of that shoulder. Whoosh, Amy.
Go, Amy.
How far did you get in that?
Pass the time.
That's in. See you, Dan. Excellent. 50 swings. Three minutes down. Nice job, Amy. Gonna get at least halfway there. Very nice. Remember, a little extra rest to make sure you keep a long set. Not a bad idea. Here we go. Nice job, Amy, all the way. Hell yeah, nice job. Boom. Cool. Very, very nice. 20, 25, and 25 with the swing. You don't have to do squat. You don't have to do squats. If when you move from movement to movement. Good job, Amy. Excellent. We are halfway through to that time cap. We're just behind the halfway point, but we're going to get as far as we can. Good job, Amy. Hang in there. Whoosh, there it is. Love it, Amy. Working hard. Love it. Approaching that 8-minute mark. Yeah, 4.5, 4 and 10. 4 minutes, 10 seconds left. Crush it. Good job, Amy. Keep it going all the way to 25. Maybe even a little bit farther. Maybe 27, 28. More than halfway. You can do it. Three minutes left. Nice job. Hell yeah. Here we go. Another big set. Get back to those push-ups. You can get as many push-ups as you can. You have just over 2 minutes. Job, Amy. You got a minute 20. One minute. Whew. Turn into a squat workout. I love it. You have 20 seconds left. Ten seconds. Hang out there, hanging out. Do it, do it, do it, do it. One more, one more, one more. Do it. 3, 2, 1, and time. How was that?
It's a lot of push-ups.
Uh-huh. That's fun. I like that workout a lot. I think that's cool. I enjoyed that.
That was a good workout.
I do think we should have, scaled your height more. Because
Yeah,
I think it's hardest for athletes like you that have some push-ups to the floor. And it's like, oh, I have the push-up to the floor. Why do I have to raise it up? I think when there's a high volume, short time frame, especially when you're penalized for breaking up, I think you could have gotten through that if the air squats weren't involved. If it was just 30, 50, 30,
yeah.
30, I think you probably would have finished it.
Yeah.
You could just do whatever sets you wanted. Yeah, I think for you, it's just important to remember. I know you know this. I know you know this, but there's often in some situations more value to scaling your hands higher than you want to and doing 30 unbroken, full range of motion, right? I think that would be closer to the stimulus of the workout than sets of when I think you broke 4 or 5 times.
Yeah.
Which is fine. But then the other side of that same coin, it's like, well, I mean, you did a workout, you moved.
Yeah.
Like, mission accomplished, great. But I know your goal is to do push-up, like you want push-ups.
Yeah.
And full range of motion is going to be king.
Yeah. I should practice. I don't have anything higher down here. I need to figure out how to get my hands up higher, or honestly, just when I'm upstairs, do them on the table or the kitchen counter.
The kitchen counter. I think a kitchen counter, again, that's higher than you want it, because you can do push-ups to the floor, but high rep, relatively lightweight kitchen. Like if you can do 20 or 30 in a row on the kitchen counter, just randomly. I mean, not randomly, but
I'll do that.
Good. You want to be able to do that.
Yeah.
Anyway, shoulders.
Cool.
Take care of your shoulders. Let's interlock your fingers, palms up overhead, and just reach and try and straighten the elbows. Try and reach up with the armpit or the pit of your bicep right there. And then we can stand on up. We'll do the interlocked fingers behind the back. Hinge forward. Stretch out your hamstrings. And also get a little pec stretch. See if you can bring your hands as close to the computer, as close to me as you can. That's a good stretch for you as well. If you have a band, if I could have put a band around your hands and have it pulling towards the top of a door frame, that would be really good for you too. And then head over back into.
Have a band, do that behind my back?
Yeah, so if you can kind of step in front of that so that the band is behind you, and then just do the exact same stretch that we just did and hinge on forward and have the band pulling.
Yeah.
And then just kind of breathe into it and just let the thing stretch on your pecs, your shoulders. Yes, that's a good. That's a good one for you.
Oh, that's amazing.
All sorts of stuff you can add to your repertoire.
Yeah.
And then a corner peck, and that'll be it. Because again, this is mostly a use a lot of stuff up here. So peck stuff.
Awesome.
Cool.
Thank you.
Cool.
I pushed
Go back to work.
myself more doing this in class than I would have just on my own. So thank you.
Totally. Absolutely. Always.
Cool.
I will see you later.
Bye.
Bye.